All right, Nandipha, just give us a bit of information there as many continue to mourn the passing of Pope Francis. What are some people in Gqeberha doing this evening as many pay their final respects to Pope Francis?
Well, a very good evening to you in studio. We are in Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape, where congregants of the Mater Dei Church have gathered here to pay their last respects to the Pope. They here conduct a memorial service. The memorial service has now ended, but we will be speaking to Bishop Zungu, who will be telling us what the passing of the Pope means to the Church. Thank you very much, Bishop, for speaking to us today. What does the passing of the Pope mean to this Church as he was the world leader?
I would say that the first thing is that the passing away of Pope Francis has hit us hard. It has come unexpectedly and out of the blue in many ways, because then we actually had seen him on Easter Sunday, giving his usual message and wishes of, a happy Easter to everyone. And then he then asked one of the cardinal to give his message and his blessing that is intended for the whole world. So it would have not occurred in our minds that we were seeing him for the last time.
What of some of the Church's beliefs, or what has the Church taken from the teachings of the Pope that they apply?
Actually, the teaching of Pope Francis is very vast, and one of the things that I would say we have learned from him is actually compassion. He was a person who was very compassionate and loving to everyone else, and he always wanted to reach out, and especially to those people who are suffering, those people who are marginalized, those people who find themselves in other parts of the world, like the migrants. He always advocated for their rights, advocated for the rights of those who are more vulnerable in society, like the children and as well as the elderly, because typically in a throwaway society, we tend to discard these people from our lives and from the life of the family.
Now, going forward as the Church, how are you going to continue living according to how Pope Francis was teaching?
I would say that going forward, basically, his era, his time taught us so much, and his legacy is so much in his apostolic exhortations, words of encouragement. And as we go forward as the Church, we will be trying to work hard to implement what is the synodal journey, the Church that is on a journey together, that lives in communion, where all the baptized people can participate actively and fully, but also where all of us feel that we are missionary disciples. So we will certainly become instruments of peace and advocate for the care and love of creation, as well as he calls this planet, this earth, our common home, that we as human beings are called to look after.
Thank you very much. That was one of the leaders of the Church, Bishop Zungu, briefly saying that they will continue with Pope Francis' teachings throughout, and then the Pope's coffin is expected to be sealed and right after it was out for public display this week, where tens of thousands of mourners gathered to view his body.